We're here with soccer head coach Ian Brophy. This upcoming weekend, they have two matches. They have McNeese on the road, a rematch of for a match a couple of games ago, and then they have Corpus Christi at home on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
First, before we look forward, we'll look back. There's a couple one goal losses on the road. You were right there, but how would you talk? How would you discuss what happened this past weekend?
Yeah, some close games. I thought, we've been a little bit unfortunate to find ourselves in some tough situations. I thought we played really well against Lamar, the conference favorites, and I thought we were toe to toe with them in a lot of ways in periods of the game where we had control, and then periods of the game where they had control, and they're a good team, so that's going to happen. And I thought we had opportunities to tie that game. I thought we had opportunities to come away with that 1-1. It probably would have been a fair result. And then kind of going into Houston Christian, was just a little bit more disappointed with the performance. Coming off such a good performance against Lamar, to kind of have that letdown was a bit disappointing. But we're looking at what we can do differently and kind of to take strides forward into the next few games.
And then while the performance, you didn't quite get the results. Libe Banuelos had goal. She was a rock back there. I mean, 23 saves in a 2-game stretch. You got to be happy. Without her, it might have been a little bit worse, honestly.
Yeah. No, she kept us in that Houston Christian game specifically. I thought in that first half she pulled off some incredible saves and really kept us in the game. So I thought that was really important. And she's been really good for us all year long against Lamar, made some great saves as well, and gave us an opportunity to get a draw there as well. So she's been fantastic all year, and a bright spot. If anything, I'd just like to make her a little less busy.
Yeah, and then another game, another two really close games. You're just right there, a couple of plays here and there. I mean, it's got to kind of be frustrating, but I don't know if it's take solace in the fact that you're right there.
Yeah, it's close. Certain things are really close to clicking. Certain things, we've been working on all year, and so I think we're going to have to look at what we can do to kind of commit more to certain things that we need to continue to do better, and then other things that we can look to change and look for areas to improve. We've got to self-evaluate and make sure that there are areas that we can do better, and we need to do better in those areas.
Yeah, and then how you guys be able to? What can you do to be able to close out games just a little bit better to come up with big plays down the stretch?
Yeah, I think it comes a little bit down to taking the moment and being in the moment and being present in the moment for us, and really taking advantage of our opportunities. We've created some really good chances in both of those games that we had this weekend, and I felt like if we could have put some of those chances away, those games are a different story. So I do think at times, or at least the end result would have been different. So I do think at times it comes down to can we take advantage of our opportunities and making sure we're finishing, and then the other side of it is just being a little bit grittier and playing for each other and making sure that we've got a team first attitude and we're kind of attacking the game as a whole, and all 25 of us.
Yeah, and your first 3 games are against your first 3 losses: McNeese, Commerce, and Lamar. Out of those teams, they only have, I think, 1 loss in conference, and that was McNeese to Lamar.
Yeah.
So I mean, you've got to. I mean, you're playing some really good soccer, but you just haven't been able to quite get over the hump. But it shows when you face those really good teams, you definitely have a chance to win.
Yeah, it's like I came away from the Lamar game really confident that we could compete at the highest level in the conference because we showed that we could. And I think you're right. Like, we've played 3 really tough games in our last 4 games, and Houston Christian obviously proved to be a very good team as well. So I think they're a lot better than their record shows. So I think when you realize that we've played 4 very good teams, I think that does play into it. And in those types of games, it's going to come down to the margins, and for whatever reason, those have gone against us. So I think and that's football sometimes, but I think now it's about just trying to find the ways that we can move forward and get the margins to fall our way. That's what we're focused on.
Then the person who scored yesterday, Emma Fernandez. I mean, she is tied for second on the team with goals in goals with 2 with Sabrina. I mean, how good does it see her to have such a successful season in her final year here?
Yeah. Emma's been, she's a captain for us and a leader, so it's good to see her kind of contribute in the attacking end, and we were hoping to see more of that. So to see her get a goal is a good thing for us. But yeah, I think that goal is a good sign of our team play and a good sign of what we're capable of. But the one at Houston Christian. So yeah, she's been a big contributor though all year on and off the field.
Yeah, and then you have 2 matches this upcoming weekend. First on Friday, you have a return trip to McNeese. Yeah. You already seen them a couple of games ago again here in Natchitoches. Does it will help having seen them? Will help in preparation? It was a close one. I think they scored 2 in the final 10 minutes or so. So. Yep. Does it help in preparation knowing you've seen them already?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think we know kind of what we're up against and we know what we're going to see. It makes it easier to prepare a little bit, but it doesn't make it much easier for the game because they're a very good team and they're going to be organized and we know kind of what to expect. So I think we know if we're in for a tough game and it's going to be an interesting one for sure. And I felt like we dominated a lot of the ball. I think this game could be slightly different. But it'll be interesting to see how the game plays out.
Yeah, and then on Sunday you've returned home after 3 straight on the road, facing Texas A&M Corpus Christi. What do you see from them?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a really talented team. They look very deep, and they've got some really good players. Another team that kind of their record is sneaky because I think they're very dangerous. They've got some really good players that can make some things happen in the attacking pitch, and I think in the attacking end of the field, and I think that shows with some of the results they've been able to pick up recently. So yeah, they're a good team, and we know we're in for a tough game there as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ian.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.